Well, at least I know you guys are listening. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm your host Royal. This is The Popular Perspective. Quick question before I get started on the video. I got background music going on, and I was already told by one individual that they don't want the background music. I just wanted to know if that's like all around the table and we all feel the same way about that. That being said, let's get to the situation over here. I just want to put my opinion out on this situation. There's been so many people that I've been arguing with in any and every comment section that I can think of about, you know, Zack Snyder's Justice League coming out and whether or not that's a real thing. There are too many reports right now that you can go to on your very own and find out that Netflix is gunning to buy the DC universe. Well, Warner Brothers movies and television, but they are specifically gunning to buy the DC universe. There's no other reason that this would be happening at the same time Zack's putting out these photos. And the reason that I know that this is actually an accurate thing is because James Gunn is the type of guy to get on social media and let you know what's really going on. Whether or not he's in the job, whether or not he's confirming a certain cast member, whether or not he's gonna go forth with a certain script, or if something was greenlit and it's being taken down, he'd be the first to let us know about it. And he is awfully silent at a time that Zack Snyder is way too loud on Instagram. This is not the time for James Gunn to be so quiet. And people are gonna say, well, James is working. That did not stop him before from being vocal about these things in the midst of working. What do you, I don't even know what that means. He's working, so he's not vocalizing what's going on. As if we don't know that Warner Brothers is being sold. If you go to look into it, it's like Netflix is cementing their opportunity at buying Warner Brothers. And this is the funny thing, because a lot of people were saying that Netflix wasn't the front runners for it. But John Campea said so himself, that they are in the lead. Not to mention, have we heard anything from Warner Brothers or Netflix after Netflix said that they were getting ready to place a bid? We have not. Paramount was denied 3 times publicly, and from this one bid, we have not heard anything from either company, except a few whispers here and there that they're getting ready to offer, and Netflix is getting ready to buy. So, at the same time as this is happening, Zack is posting any and every photo that would get a fan lit, overly excited, something to just get us off of our seats. And I gotta be honest, I am getting off of my seat. Like, this is getting so fun for me. Seeing how many people are coming back to hate on Snyder again, it feels like the Release the Snyder Cut movement all over again. And it's not anything towards James Gunn specifically. I actually like this Superman movie, and I like James Gunn as the director. I also like some of his writing. You know, it's more along the lines of, I'm happy because these people who doubt Zack Snyder so much, and doubt the people who actually appreciate his work so much, that it actually ends up happening. So I you know, personally, I have a blast seeing how many of you guys are getting upset about the idea that this is coming back. But what an odd way to represent kindness is the new punk rock with half of the things that you guys say in these comment sections. I cannot believe half of the things you guys say. You would think that I was talking about a family member of yours, and you would think that I was speaking evil. I'm not even speaking any evil of James Gunn's Superman. I'm saying there is absolutely no reason that James Gunn's gonna go out of his way and just stop talking at a moment that Warner Brothers is getting ready to sell. And Zack Snyder is posting photos that we have not seen before, hinting to a timeline in a film that has yet to come. You guys are gonna convince me that Zack is just posting this to promote his last photograph film. What are we talking about right now? I don't even know how to take you guys serious. Not to mention, I just gotta get this out of the way, because there's a few things that people are saying that are absolutely not true. Ben Affleck is not interested in coming back. That is absolutely false. He said he was not interested in coming back for James Gunn's universe specifically. And he actually said that in the same sentence as saying that he actually figured out the Batman role, or within the same summarization of his speech. It was in the same paragraph. How do you say that someone spoke? It was in the same dialogue. And he said that he had just figured out how to play the Batman role with Andy Muschietti's film. And actually, the end credit scene originally, before James Gunn put his hands on it, was to bring them back to the Snyder timeline, and Ben Affleck was the end credit scene. And then Ben Affleck continued with he didn't want to be in James Gunn's universe. Moving along, I heard that people said Zack Snyder said he didn't want to come back. That is absolute BS. You can find anywhere and everywhere that Zack said that he would come back, especially if Netflix had the property. People are saying, well, Rebel Moon tanked, and Army of the Dead didn't get a sequel. Actually, it got a spin-off show. And here's what else I'll say about that. Netflix and Zack Snyder see the fans are talking the way that they are. Obviously, Netflix is aware that Zack Snyder just woke up every DC fan known to man. You couldn't miss that if you were blind. So Netflix ends up coming out publicly stating that they are placing a bid in for Warner Brothers at the same time Zack's posting this, and we're all saying, Netflix, purchase Warner Brothers, Netflix, hey, sell the Snyderverse to Netflix. You guys think this is a coincidence? How many coincidences do you guys need to see before you're like, oh snap, I think something's probably going on behind the scenes over here? Maybe Netflix does know something. Maybe they did tell Zack. Maybe they know something we don't know. I mean, you would have to assume that the ones that are within the deal, those making it, would know more than we do. And from the references, the little hints that they are dropping to us, you guys aren't picking up anything they're putting down. This is what's making it fun. This is, at least for me. You guys seem to be pretty loud at the fact that you don't like Snyder's film. So loud it actually seems uncomfortable. I can't lie. You guys say some outlandish things. But I would never assume that kindness is the new punk rock is what gets you out of bed in the morning. It just would have never hit me. Zack really snapped when he put up that Nightmare Timeline Batman. And I was losing my mind. And then he dropped out this Rare Color Pure Superman photo, and I was just like, what's going on? But when he put out Jared Leto's Joker, I'm all in, fellas. At this point, we got Release the Air cut fans coming in to back us right now, man. You know David Ayer is seeing this. This is... Guys, this is getting out of hand. Seeing Jared Leto's Joker really broke my mind, dude. But what caught me off guard was, you know, we have the film junkie, and he was making a point, you know, why is his back to the camera? Maybe it's not Jared Leto, maybe it's the stunt coordinator. I do think that's a little weird of a suggestion to put out there because, you know, Zack is very much all about the angle of the shot. Yeah, it's the back of him, but I remember that photo shoot had photos coming out of it during Zack Snyder's Justice League. Obviously, that is Jared Leto's Joker. That is Jared Leto. So I'm not really sure what he meant by that, but just to throw that out there, that is Jared Leto's Joker. And I'm very happy at the fact that Zack went out of his way to go posting that. This goes a lot further than we had expected because if you're aware, Joker was not originally written to be in Justice League 2. So for him to post that photo of Joker, knowing that he's dropping these references saying that he's coming back, obviously tells us that Joker is going to be involved again. How could I not be excited at something like that? You know, Batman and Joker having to actually work together to save the world from Superman. I don't know, man. Personally, I feel like we could have both. And I know a lot of James Gunn fans don't feel that way, but what I was saying was if we could only have one, yeah, I'm going to want Zack's timeline. And I'm sure after Justice League 2 and 3 come out, you'd probably feel the same. So just give it a chance, guys. I mean, I'm not even against Gunn fans, you know, switching course and turning to the right path. There's plenty of room for you guys on this side, but When you guys start like insulting the process, it just looks petty. And I love every second of it. That being said, you guys, if you agree with what I said in the comments down below is where you belong. If you disagree with what I said in the comments down below is also where you belong. Also, while you're there, just drop a like since you're already down there. It's convenient. And subscribe to the channel if you want to talk more about this. I'll be here when you guys swing back around. But until then, stay healthy, happy, and humble. And I'll be seeing you real soon, all right? God bless. Now talk about Superman.
Superman is not my favorite.